G'day gang. That's a fine mess the place is in at the moment, isn't it, eh? Yeah. It was inevitable. You think about the technologies and the ability for people to go here and there so rapidly. It was inevitable, unfortunately, but you know, we do as the experts tell us, and we'll be okay. And yeah, don't listen to the Muppets. You know, we've got Muppets on their television telling us all sorts. The experts are the ones you listen to, not you know, the second-hand news. So, but use your own this thing. And isolation. You know, don't mingle with others. I'm really not going to suffer because I don't mingle. When I DJ'd, the crowds was my biggest thing. I just loved the crowds, but those days are gone. So, you know, we're not hermits, but you know, we're not socialites either. We're not antisocial, but we're not socialites. So we're not going to really suffer in any way whatsoever. So, what do you do when you're told you can't go and do things? We're always complaining we haven't got time for our hobbies or for our bits and pieces. We have things we want to do. What a better time, you know. Some people are forced to have time off. I've just taken 2 weeks off. It may end up going into more time, I don't know, but I think here's an opportunity for me to do a few little repairs on the Chevy, got a little repair on the guitar. Maybe I might clean up the guitars or something. But yeah, I've got a little job I want to do on the Chevy. You might come along and we'll have a look, eh? So back in 1938, this was what was called the air conditioning. Yeah, it's a Calvin, which you can hear is clicking, but it's not happening, and the reason is because what I used at the time, there was a few pieces missing off this, and what I used at the time, I don't know if we can see up there, it might be a little awkward, but once I get this out, we can easily see. I used a piece of, wait a minute, I'll show you. I use it. I use this stuff forever, for lots and lots of things. And it used to come with radios and stereos. They probably still do. And it's that strap stuff with the little holes in it, you know, where you could kind of stick it on, screw it on the back of the radio and sort of mount it up onto something, hold the back of the radio up. This stuff, hang on. That stuff, you know it. Yeah. The poor old light, she come off of fixings, and so, you know, very handy stuff. At any rate, at work some time ago, I found a piece of this strap, and this is galvanised. I don't know what gauge it is, but she's got a bit of strength in it, and that's going to be a little bit stronger than the than what I'm using at the moment. At any rate, so I might just do that now, or will I? Yes, I'll do that now. So here's a sight I'm not proud of, but you've probably never seen before. I think I've mentioned that the harness out of this was out of a VN Commodore station wagon, and in actual fact, I still have the heater fan switch, the rear wiper, the rear washer, and the AC controls, and all the plugs that go to the heater fan and all that stuff are all there. And of course they're just all tucked up in behind, and at some point in time I will just delete a lot of this stuff and make it a little bit more tidy up under here. But again, this is my
this is my retirement project, so we might be able to see where I put that thing now. Where are we? We should be just here somewhere. There we go. There we go. Can you see the piece of metal that I've got up there? There we go. Yep. I've got to replace that with that other piece I've got. So I'll take this little bit out. We'll go and measure something up, drill a hole, and make him work again. I don't know if we can see, but you probably won't be able to. I don't think I can operate it while oh, maybe. Here we go. You see what's happening? It's just not doing what it's supposed to. Anyway, I'll get that out. Okay, so there's the piece that I twisted up and made fit. It looks a bit strange, but that's what made it work. So I need to, I know I used this very end hole here, and I used obviously by the witness mark that one there. So I just, looks like this is a pretty good match for size, doesn't it? So I'll just mark myself out enough, kind of give it a similar twist, put a hole in each end, maybe round off a corner or something, make it look a bit nicer. Then maybe put a bit of paint on it or something so it doesn't rust up. And yeah, so we'll see how she comes out. And while I'm in here, this bit of hose here, this is just a bit of garden hose, and that's the vent, that's the drip from up in the little cowl area. And that's not very secure, and we do get a little bit of water in here, but so I might just change that. I'm sure I can cut a bit of hose off somewhere. I reckon that'll about do us. Only needed to go to here, so I didn't worry about making it that long, but that'll get us out of stripe. I've got a can of this stuff. I've had it forever almost, by the look of it. I'll hang him up, put a bit of etch on him, dust a bit of that on, and then a bit of, I don't know, black something. Yeah. So observations I've made when we go to the shops whilst this nonsense is going on. Not only toilet paper, but probably all the junk food for kids, you know, all those little drinks and the little things, the chips, everything off the shelves have gone there. Meat, with the exception of any pork product. So bacon, you know, pork chops, you know, pork legs, pork frankfurts, pork sausages, pork whatever. So there's a lot of people out there that don't eat pork, I guess. Draw your own conclusions with that one. I have my own. But it's ridiculous. We did go to the shop the other day, Sunday, and yeah, it was actually a pleasure because there was bugger all people in there. Bruce and Boone is bugger all stuff in there, so I don't know, we were lucky enough to get 12 roll of toilet paper, which was, you know, it's $1 something a roll, believe it or not. I don't know. But, you know, what do you do? What do you do? Oh. I should prepare myself. I'm not doing the right thing here, am I? That was better.
So while that's having to dry off, I might turn my attention to this guitar. I'm going to wipe down for a bit. She's I bought this one cheap. It's an Ibanez. It's my favourite at the moment. Well, it's been my favourite for a long time. You see the frets are kind of dented up. That's what she gets banged around a bit. But this had the whole corner missing out of it when I got it. There's video of it somewhere. And unfortunately the jacks come loose and the screws themselves are not sitting in there properly, so I think I should fix that before that gets worse and pulls on wires and things. Yeah, I've got a few guitars. All of them are, well, all bar one are fix-ups. And yeah, I like that guitar. That was dark purple originally, I think. Anyway, so here's my plan. Yeah, just unscrew them. I'll just give it a bit of a measure up. Grab an appropriate drill bit. Just give it a buzz out. Glue a couple of bits of that in there, and should be good as gold. Well, the toothpick ain't going to work. As you can see, the screws are quite long. These are the ones that come with on the guitar. So a 3mm fits, or 2.5 goes in there. 3mm kind of where I think I'm going to have to go. So I'm going to have to find a bit of 3mm something to fit in the hole. Well, look what happens when you don't throw things away. Here's a modelling brush from a long time ago. That just happens to be a 3.6mm. So I think that and a 3.5mm drill bit. We'll just ream him out. We'll glue a couple of new bits of wood in there, and bingo. This ought to take us to where we've got to go. I might be better off with two hands. What do you think? Yeah. So in the spirit of use what you got, I haven't found any what do you call it? Wood glue. But I have found a bit of quick grip, if it's any good. We'll see. Contact adhesive, I can smell it. Anyway, I'll see if I can get something out of there. I don't think so. I think she might be gone. No, now it's a toss-up. I don't think we need to go that far. All I want is something that's just going to stop it from falling out. So I'll use a bit of this. Yep, I think I'll use a bit of that. Oh, look what I found. There's our O-rings. Yep, I'll keep an eye on them. No, they all seem to be okay at the minute. I'm going to just put a little bit of that stuff on here, stick them in the hole, and cut them off. I guess that's probably the best way to go about it. There's one.
I think that'll do. Yeah, they're not going to go anywhere, so I'll just cut them off flush now. Wipe a little bit of silicone off, screw that fella back in. Job done. There we go. All tightened up. Bit of a wipe off. Yeah, hard to believe that was actually just smashed. This is 22 years old, this guitar. Yeah, the whole bit was gone off the end of her. You can just see where it's starting to sink. You see where it's sinking in there? Yeah, the repair went right across here. The whole corner was gone. And yeah. Well, one a day, and I think I've got 6 guitars. That's a week's worth of cleaning I can do on the guitars at least. But I think that looks like it might be dry now, so we might reinstall that. Now, neighbours around this area, because we live in a pretty fucking, pardon me, ordinary area, where some people's habits are a little bit, let's just say, we've had odd occasion where the garden hose has gotten shorter. I think you know what I mean. But I think that should just about do us. Yeah. But look, this thing's you know, this coronavirus is it's really a bugger, more than a lot of reasons. You know, and disruptions. Unfortunately, my buddy from 25 or so years, who lives up the road, lost his battle yesterday morning, and yeah, so for the funeral they're limited, of course, to 20 people that can go to the funeral, and that's a bugger because he has a good sized family. But I did say to his son, you know, mate, if we don't make the grade, we understand, you know, make sure the family are taken care of first. And yeah, so it is affecting lots of people in lots of ways, including the dead, unfortunately. Yeah, well, so there's me bit. I'll poke her up in the hole. Only enough room for me, so we'll watch her in operation when I fitted her all up. And so up there is the new piece. You can see it there. I thought I had a little bit more room because you can see the slot. I thought I had a bit more adjustability, but the lever hangs down a little more now. But I'd rather have it so that it shuts good. And you know, that's open hoops, I'll tell you now, when you're driving along. So that's done. Just a matter of putting it all back together now. So I thought I'd just get rid of some of these things because I don't, you know, and this Gary on here. Looks like I've tapped into that for something. I don't know, power from somewhere, maybe. But anyway, I'm going to get rid of the fan switch and I'll just plug it straight into that one there. I think that'll be the easiest. Well, we're all back together, and hopefully all the gauges are still all hooked up properly. needs to be turned a little. Just a little bit. Yep. I'm happy with that. And of course the aircon works. Well, they were just a couple of easy ones that I had to do. It's been some time that I've been thinking about doing them. Now they're done. Yep. Now, does that count for greenhouse credits? Hey? Check you later. Have a good one.